What up, America? SaltyB here, and we got a lot of things been happening in the month of February. First of all, we have Black American History Month, and we have a couple of bad tragedy. We have one bad tragedy, and then we have one funny thing. Black History Month was going pretty good, which I think is kind of nice. But at the same time, I don't really think anybody really paid attention to it, only because during February it's always Valentine's Day, so no one's really going to pay attention to it. Everyone's always worried about what I'm going to get for what I got to get for my girl. I mean, shoot. I mean, Martin Luther King had a dream, but I know he ain't trying to get. I know he never got that ass, but everyone's always talking about Valentine's Day and you know always trying to do something for their loved one. My thing is that every time Valentine's come around, you always want to do the same thing. You always want to do rose petals on a bed, in the bathtub with the bubble bath. You go out, eat, and then you have sex, and you bust a nut, and roll over and go to sleep. But that's not basically what Valentine's is, and I'm really not a fan of Valentine's because it actually has no point or meaning to it. Because basically, you're going to do one thing special for that someone out of the 1 year, and that's it. Because coming around Christmas time, that's when you actually show your true colors. Because she's just wondering what she's going to get, and she gets you the same time every year. But Black History Month is almost over, and yet we only see, and like always, during within the last 2 weeks, that's when they get real serious. And then at the same time, sad enough, Whitney Houston, she passed away. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Whitney Houston, but when drugs are entering your life, they do creep up on you. And I don't know if she was doing drugs, cocaine, angel dust, PCP, weed, cocaine, weed, either one. Either way, it crept up on her, and she passed away. It's a sad thing. I know it, you know it, and I'm sorry to say, rest in peace, Whitney Houston. But all I gotta say is, I loved you, Bodyguard. You were shit in Waiting to Exhale. Um, I mean, no offense, but if I was you in that movie, I would have done the first black president on TV of 24. That was actually my thing. That's my idea. I'm not gay or anything, but that's just my thing. I would have done it if I was you. But Whitney Houston, she will be missed. Sad thing. But a lot of people are getting kind of mad at certain people, like a lot of the Caucasians on Facebook are saying things like crack kills, and a lot of other people, the blacks, are getting upset because they think that the white community is not really relating to what's going on. Yes, she's an icon, and yes, she's great. But when drugs come around, you cannot. It's basically the same thing. It's just like how if I could say, I don't know, Elvis, his fat ass died on the toilet. I never met the man, but he did good music. I'm not trying to say like he stole it from anybody. Chuck Berry. But yeah, some things like that. Another thing is that with February, you really got to understand that when we have February, which is the shortest time of the year, which is kind of funny because we always have Black History Month on the shortest time of the year, even though this year is leap year. Isn't that kind of funny? So they really are talking about Obama and Whitney Houston and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and other people who inspire other black people, and especially Rosa Parks, which at the same time, she actually started something. She got something rolling around. Martin Luther King did as well. Those two started something with Malcolm X in our parents' time frame. And a lot of times that a lot of parents are not going to realize that we got to move on from there because we're not in the times where, blacks are sitting in the back of the bus. Actually, now a lot of white people sit in the back of the bus, and a lot of black people still sit in the back of the bus because they like the back of the bus. Because front of the bus actually indicates that you're a punk or you're the nerdy guy. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, another thing is that on YouTube, this one kid has been blowing up on YouTube talking about how he wants to be a Super Saiyan. Now, don't get me wrong. It's another person talking about being a superhero and having powers and all this other stuff. The only thing is that when the kid, look, I like superheroes. I love superheroes. If they one day, if I can actually jump into a vat of ooze and have the power of teleportation or mind power, that'd be fine. I love that. I love the shit out of that. That would be my thing. Actually, invisibility, because I would like to see a lot of naked ass women. Nah, that would be creepy. Nah, I don't want to do that. Nah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I would. But the issue is that the kid didn't really understand on reality and fantasy. And now things that people don't understand that and people are not getting, and that's one of the kids that I get what he was saying. He was talking about expanding the mind, which makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, he was going up at a good pace, and then he went completely down at the end because he was talking about trying to become a Super Saiyan and going Goku and doing all this and looking ripped when the boy would look skinny. He looked like a black skinny Jew from the Holocaust. I'm not trying to be racist, but that's the thing. That's what he looked like. Don't judge me. But he looked mad frail. That's all I got to say. Boy looked odd. But you know what? But at the same time, I was thinking to myself. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try that. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try to be Super Saiyan. Now I'm not gonna do any music because I really don't care about that. I'm not gonna do any music or anything like that. What I'm gonna try to do right now for y'all, I'm gonna try to go Super Saiyan. So this is for the kid. If he's still around, this is you. Ow. Ooh. Myself. Oh shit. I can talk to y'all later. Bye. Just subscribe to SaltyB's channel if you guys want to see more videos and also guest stars. Trust me, the more you subscribe, the more I can be able to do. Just subscribe to the goddamn channel.